What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. J, coming to y'all with a live talking about the pros and the antis and the pros. Check that out. So, what you mean by this, J-Indy? I spoke on it before. I'm gonna keep speaking on it till y'all get it. They turning, they turning the Starship Troopers against. What was that? The normal people, quote unquote. They making a mind frame. It's like a mind frame shift. It's the system rebooting itself. So it's a new program, right? That's what it is. It's a new program. And since it was a reboot, a lot of people who was plugged in unplugged, right? So that's your whole little flat earth came out so big, it made people, even if they still believe in the globe, they still started researching some shit and start finding out stuff that they learned as a kid in school ain't happening as they said it was. So that's one thing. So during this reboot, you had different manifestations of things unveiling itself. People started getting canceled, all types of shit, from their wrongdoing. People been going to jail for sex trafficking finally. People been finding kids finally. All types of shit like that, right? Reboot. So then now it's a new program, man. It's a new program. They rebooted a new program. A lot of people unplug. There's people still unplugging now because it's best to do it. It's best to go ahead and unplug out this system now. I tell y'all that. Because this new system is something crazy. And so far with this new system, a way that they able to what is it? Get the needles at the haystacks, right? That's what they want to do. They want to wing everybody off of their Starship Troopers that they got already united, right, under their system. And then anybody who unplugged from the system, even not knowingly that you unplugged from the system, they gonna want to eradicate you some way, some form of fashion. So they turn into people against each other. This is Civil War tactics 101, right? The people get turned against each other. Two people of a kind, basically. They don't got to be like the same color or nothing like that, but of a kind. Two human kinds that's sitting there on that plane of existence that they're on, no matter it being a continent, country, it's a piece of earth, Gaia, right? Then they get into it, you know what I'm saying? So them and they people get into it with them and they people, and then boom, once you hit a hole, now you got two halves, and they banging it out. Civil War, boom. So anti-bot and pro, I almost said the words, but anti and pros, right now what they doing is this whole anti and pro with the jab. So what they're doing with this is they making it so that if you get the jab, you get a certification that you got the jab. So now everybody who has access to that system to see who has the certification sees it. Or if you go show it off, people see it. So they know it. That's one thing. So it's like a class. It's like membership, getting a higher ranking than somebody, That's what that is. That's just the start. And now they doing stuff like, all right, now your passport needs to be certified with this, right? So now you ain't going out the country unless you got the jab. Think of everybody who's not going to do the jab, right? They can't go out the country without that paperwork. On top of the people who can go out the country and watching the people who get turned down because they don't got that paperwork, who try to go out the country. So them people see that people can't go, but they can. So they know the difference, and they see the difference. They see the pro and the anti differential going on here. So now this one stuff is, and this is where we really at already. But this one stuff start getting more serious. Because now you got the stores trying to contribute. You got the gyms trying to contribute, restaurants trying to contribute. And pretty soon there's gonna be states, whole states that's doing it. And now you're gonna have a group of people who decided not to get the jab for whatever reasons they decided not to do it, will be isolated from the ones who have received the jab for no matter whatever reason they got it. So it's a differential there. No matter how much you love that person, how much you cool with that person, no matter how much you hang out with that person, it becomes a differential. Because the access this person have compared to the access that person don't have. It's like racism all over again. But this time it ain't even dealing with like a specific race or nothing like that. It's dealing with the power of command. And it's a shit starter. It's an instigator. Right? You got both of these sides being created by you gotta say who being created by who. And then starts a civil war. So this is damn sure part of what a purge will become part of the purge. The thing is, purge who? Is it gonna just be a purge, we kill it? Nah. We going out and purging these motherfuckers who ain't fucking with us. Vice and versa. So you got both sides on that shit. Both sides on that like, oh man, we can't get in the store and we need medicine, Juju dying. Fuck that shit. We about to run up in this bitch and get that medicine. Fuck these motherfuckers who jabbed up. Cause they motherfucker won't let us get the medicine cause we don't got the jab. Right? So we go bust that shit open. They come back. Extreme notice. Military, all types of shit. Exterminate a motherfucker. I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all want to talk about a purge? And I already spoke about this in past videos. Like, this shit is real. Anti and pro. They making it a thing. That's what I'm saying. The shit shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter at all. So why you keep statistics on it? Why you rubbing in motherfuckers' face? And why you making it, you know what I'm saying, in a situation as in it's systematic? Alcohol was illegal as hell. That shit legal as fuck for a certain age now. The hell? That's what I'm talking about. Marijuana was illegal as fuck before it was already legal as fuck. And now they remaking it legal as fuck. Like, come on, bro. And it's right there in your faces. People see it and then all they do is give it a fucking definition. Oh, that's just them doing this. That's just that. Oh yeah, I know it's messed up or whatever, what not be. It's just the way that it goes. Whatever, y'all. I ain't gonna be saying that when somebody running in your shit. Big facts. Somebody gonna run it. Anybody who's jabbed up and got privileges later on in life compared to the ones who's not jabbed up and don't have the privileges, your shit gonna get ran in. Period. That's just what's gonna happen. It's facts. Like, we know this. We see it in movies. We know instincts. We see it going on today, just normal in like ghettos. When motherfuckers want gas shit in a certain area and they go to the places where people already got shit and they try to get it. Come on. It already happened. That's how we know what I'm talking about when you put the two together. Come on, dog. And just think, everything that they brainwash y'all about slavery in the first place, just think of the mentality of the people who all understood and figured if that shit tried to pop off again, how they supposed to go and they gonna handle it. Motherfuckers is like on that, like hell no, we ain't going back to that shit. So motherfuckers is gonna be rebellious as fuck. Rebellious as hell. So just think of somebody feeling that same type of energy like they going through slavery, even though if it's in a different scenario compared to basically being jabbed and not jabbed. They making the circumstantial like that. Imagine that energy. Them people, the rebels is gonna have that energy. They gonna have that vicious attacking energy just because they were taught last time this situation happened, when it was restrictions and shit like this, what had happened, and motherfuckers ain't on that. They ain't trying to have it like that. So y'all gotta know that, like, for real. This shit for real, just pro and it's anti. Like, and it ain't nothing like, I ain't on the people gonna get fucked up or die faster. And then it's like a race. It's like a game too, because even on some rebels, like, even with some rebels, they might be on some shit like, oh, these motherfuckers gonna die because they getting jabbed up. Blase this. I ain't on that type of energy. I got a lot of motherfuckers I love that got jabbed up. Hell no. I don't know the differential of being jabbed and not jabbed completely yet. But it is a differential. Somebody got something put in them more than what I've ever even had in my life put inside of me. That's the differential already. Now what it do, we don't know. Not yet. What they're trying to make it is seem as, oh, you're less likely to die, less likely to catch it, less likely to blase this. And then they keeping the normal facts. Oh, this person caught it, this person caught it, this person caught it, that person died. Boom. They keeping that same statistic. But then now it's a lot of statistics bringing out, oh, I'm vaccinated once, I'm vaccinated twice, and I caught the virus once or twice. Still, after being vaccinated these many times. But then they're giving us, percentage-wise, you're less likely. Bro, if it was like a whole less likely thing and a percentage-wise, I wouldn't be catching it in the first place. And then still just the likelihood of that, all the other vaccinations I ever had in my motherfucking life, from some shit I ain't never even had, wasn't even close to catching ever in my life. I ain't even never got the shit, caught the shit, or had the shit ever in my life, and I got these vaccinations from the shit. How am I getting a vaccination and I'm still catching the shit at an alarming rate? Motherfuckers is catching that shit allegedly at an alarming fucking rate for them to be vaccinated. We understand that unvaccinated is supposed to, but not the ones that's vaccinated, and you can't put it on the ones that's unvaccinated because the shit is out there in the first place, just getting anybody who's vaccinated or unvaccinated, period. It don't got nothing to do with if you a vaccinated or an unvaccinated body. And that's what the statistics is showing, period. You can't even argue that shit. So, like, bruh, what is the real purpose of the jab then? Because we clearly seeing that it's not doing what any other jab y'all created in y'all life allegedly supposed to do for me. So, you got that put into play. And sooner or later, man, shit gonna start turning into, TikTok and YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and shit, Snapchat. Gonna start seeing these fights that people doing in these restaurants and airports and shit, just like how they used to fight over the Popeye's chicken sandwich, because people got that shit in their head already, just because of that energy was spread around already. So number one, you're gonna have people quick to be ready to pull out their camera whenever the shit happens, so whenever it do happen, it's gonna be caught. And then you got the fact that people got that energy in their head already, so they already got that program. It's like an instinct already programmed. It clicks to them like, oh, somebody does this to me, I can react this way because I've seen that reaction before. It's like it's programmed in you to be able to react in that type of situation. If that's the type of person you are, or if the stars are aligned and the odds are against you, there's some turbulence going on, and now that you got that registered as a way to react, and then you're triggered to react, that will be the way that you react. So now that you got that on play, trust and believe, once this shit start getting a little bit more put on blast, they just need a lot more people to start catching and dying and shit. Start throwing some more restrictions and shit. People start saying how they feel about it on both sides, like they've been doing for the past year and a half, 2 years, whatever. And yeah, shit gonna start getting realer. It's realer. And then, I mean, come on, stocks crashing in China. Australia got a whole little beef going on that China about to actually probably take full control over the goddamn whole country. That's what it's looking like. Shit crazy, bro. And then at the end of the day, you got all the elite buying all this land up in New Zealand because it's closer to the outer realm of what we call, well, not me, but what they call a heliocentric version of a globe, a map, whatever. Bullshit, right? Trash. Not the real thing. It's definitely plenty more continents behind Antarctica, period. Shown on maps, ancient maps. Look at them. Ain't no reason that we got to cancel out the ancients and go with what is told to us in modern day times after the 600 AD time period where the bullshit first started in the first place. That's when they first decided how to take control of the population. That's when the people who designed this bullshit ass matrix, or entities that designed that bullshit ass matrix that they got us going in, like Gaia just gonna be Gaia. But just being like a whole amusement park for souls. And this amusement park for souls, you have free will. So with that free will, you have some things and some people and some objects here that have taken advantage of a situation to make it their amusement park. Not just a whole free amusement park for everybody to be able to expand and enjoy and create together. We're talking about amusement park for them to watch and the thrill of them collecting souls and whatever they evil endeavors are. So that's in a nutshell, y'all. Anti versus pro. It's a jab report. And everybody just be careful. Like, I don't give a F if you jabbing or not jabbing, just stay healthy. Like, get healthy. Get on your health. You see what I'm doing, goddamn. You see what I'm doing, goddamn. Down there, every video I make, I do this. And I don't get, oh, you just walking, bro. Hell yeah. Shit, you're walking a couple of fucking miles, goddamn. Daily, too, shit. This shit ain't just no once a 3 month goddamn thing for me. Dude, this shit every motherfucking day. Off days, work days. When like yesterday, I was off yesterday. But like on a day that I gotta work and shit, I literally go walking at nighttime, like midnight, like after midnight. It'd be like 2 a.m. I just go walk around the neighborhood. Cause it's parked down the street from my crib anyway. So sometimes I walk up here, it'd be dark as hell at night. So I don't walk around the park at night. I have before, but I don't. I just walk around the hood though. I don't give a damn. Shit, just walk. Shit, get my exercise. It be nice temperature. Don't gotta worry about traffic. Don't worry about too many people just being down there. Period. Like, only thing I probably gotta worry about is the cryptid coming out at night. Shit, whatever they got over here. Cause I did walk at a different area the other day too, and first thing popped in my head, like I had walked over this bridge. It was going over the part, like a little line off of the Missouri River. Because the Missouri River literally right in my backyard too, where I'm at. So I'm like, damn, what if it's like, I heard some stories, I'm like, it could be like on a motherfucking werewolf type shit somewhere. The full moon here just went by, y'all know, like this past week and shit, so the moon be kind of big as hell, but it ain't the whole moon. So I seen that view. I'm just walking out here, little noises in the woods. I'm like, oh, this shit. There's just a little park around there with woods and trees. Eventually, it's gonna be at a point that now with these smart cities that are gonna be created, all these smart cities should be here about 2030 cities. I mark my word. Shit, this could be a testimony. This could be speaking the truth into existence. This could be predicting the future. I don't got to predict it because they tell you it anyway. It's all over YouTube. By 2035, it would be at least 2,000 by the year. This video, if it's still on YouTube, if YouTube still exists, plus smart cities by the year 2035. And I also guarantee you the interest in these smart motherfucking cities will be the jab clearance. That's just like clearance number one. Until a point that they stop making motherfuckers have to get it or some shit like that, this is gonna be like the first doorway into the clearance, like the first ticket in. Without this, you cannot even make it to the first level. Say they got 10 levels. You can't even go to level 1 at all just because you just don't have this. You know what I'm saying? I think, what game was that? Doom? Doom was a game you had to go get them different clearance cards to go through certain doors. Resident Evil 2, you gotta get to certain keys, get to certain doors and shit. So, without that clearance, man, you ain't getting in. So, I mean, that's already making some motherfucker give them the cold shoulder. Like, man, fuck y'all. I can't get it, bro. Come on, man. I know I don't got this, bro, but come on, man. Trust me, I'm good, bro. I'm healthy as hell. I ain't sick at all, bro. I ain't go. No, you can't get in without this, bro. You can't get in. You can't get in this club without that, bro. No, bro. Just like how the IDs, motherfucker, get turned down. You can't buy tobacco, alcohol. You can't get in clubs and stuff with IDs. So now it's without the jab, you can't do this. You see how this is making anti and pro? You see how they making two sides? Like, for real. And it ain't gonna sit well on one side, and then the others is gonna turn, it's gonna turn them sideways. It ain't gonna be by choice, it ain't gonna be sideways by choice, it's gonna turn them sideways. It's gonna have them believe in a certain way, it's gonna have them feeling a certain way, and then boom, they ain't gonna want no part of the opposition. Because that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the opposition. We call it, they put the words out, ops. They got video games, black ops. They got slang term words called ops, short word for opposition, ops for your enemies. All over the radio, everywhere. People write it, tweet it all the time. It's normal. It's normal. So, it's like, I mean, they giving us everything. They giving us all of the equipment, the ammo, the juice, for everything. They stir it up. It's like ingredients. You put the ingredients in a bowl and you whip that bitch up. Stir it up. That's all they doing is stirring it up. They letting us motherfucker. They letting us bake, goddamn. We're baking. That's how that shit go. It's crazy. A lot of motherfuckers driving around. But yeah, man. That's exactly what's going on. It's antis versus the pros. And it's cool though, like, and it's cool to be either or though. I feel about it. Cause it's still just a normal same person though. It's like, this motherfucker, we knew this motherfucker for 45 goddamn years. And then one of them get it, one of them don't. We don't know that nigga no more. Come on, man. That shit crazy. It ain't even nothing like that at all. It's nothing like that at all, man. Just need to wake up, man. People just need to wake up more. Wake up. It's plenty of different. Somebody said this. They said, go outside, sit down, and meditate. Think about you spinning reverse, tilted in the ball with all types of different orbs and balls and satellites going haywire outside of this motherfucker. Damn near they all could hit you. With other planets surrounding you and you surround the other planet, and y'all all rotating around the sun, which is also rotating around the galaxy. All at 1,000,000 miles and 1,000 miles and 1,000,000 miles and 1,000 miles. Picture that going on. Then they say go back in the house, drink some water, go back outside, sit down, and just picture you sitting down on the stationary flat surface. And then tell me how you feel. Like, tell me which, on both meditations, how was the thoughts? How did you feel? Which one really touched your soul and which one didn't? You know, which one touched your soul the most? Like, which one, you know what I mean, resonated with you? You know, that feeling that you get in your goosebumps in your stomach, out of body experience feeling you get, like when you're in love with somebody, or, you know what I'm saying, something really good happen. You get that urge, that gutting, that feel good. That. Let us know which one you feel, you know what I'm saying? And then just go from there. I get that to anybody. It's just a lot going on. It ain't gonna stop. It is World War III, if that's what you want to narrate it as. It is. It is. Now, they can say it's cyber war. They can call it whatever type of war they want to call it. This is the war. Oh, who's gonna win the war? Now, just put it like this. Just because we're going to win the war don't mean that we're going to destroy the opposition. So the opposition going to be able to go back and retreat. Like, for instance, some people